Nice to see you, by the way. I'm happy to see you.
Thank you. Mahaprabhuji, since last so many days or rather a month, I'm trying to understand what is the meaning of collective sin. Okay, and this collective sin is not giving me any answer from anywhere. And this is the best opportunity where you can explain us through Bhagavad Gita, any of the chapter, that what is collective sin and how should we mitigate this collective sin. Since there are so many mishaps happening in the world, like Ahmedabad plane crash, war, where so many innocent people are getting killed. Suppose many people are going to Jagannath Yatra or anywhere, but some accident happens. So, sir, if you can explain us collective sin and how to mitigate. Thank you, sir.
Or collective singing.
Collective sin.
Word. Oh, S-I-N, sin.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing to do with Sankirtan. Sankirtan is collective singing. So I thought you were saying that, so collective sin. Yeah, sin. Basically, there are different kinds of sin. A sin that has not materialized yet. That would mean that before we take birth, we've done some aparad in our past life. All kind of sinful activity. So what happens is the sin is attached to the soul. Whenever we do anything bad, whenever we do anything good, it's actually attached to the soul. Even after departing this world, when we die, whatever we've done, that's called karma. Yeah? The karma is actually attached to the soul. So whenever we do good, some kind of good reward will come in the material world. Whenever we do something bad will happen to us. The beauty of Sanatana Dharma and our Indian people in India, even though we have over 1 billion people, yeah, Shanti, there's so much peace, yeah. I mean, in Africa, we may have 2.5 million, but they're fighting all the time. Like Congo, you see the Congo, all the time fighting, yeah. Because the element of the understanding of karma is not there, yeah. Whereas in our Indian communities, because they understand the sin will haunt us, everyone is careful not to do any kind of aparad, yeah. So the sin can be something that has come from our past activity, or we may even create a new karma by performing some kind of sinful activity in this lifetime as well. So that's building up. Yeah. So the problem is, how do we get rid of it? You know, we've done some sin in the past we don't even know before we take birth. I don't know what I've done in my past life, and I may be performing some sinful activity in this lifetime, either deliberately or accidentally. How do we clear ourselves from this sin? Because it's going to come back to us. Scary, right? So the answer is, the only way we can purify ourselves is when we absorb ourselves in bhakti yoga, in devotion. Yeah? The only thing that can counteract that sinful bad karma, Lord Krishna is the only one, Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayan. Yeah? They can purify us. So the more we practice bhakti, the more we purify, and we start shining. Yeah, we have all kind of addiction. Addiction with drinking, addiction with smoking, addiction with mingling with illicit gender. You know, the different genders, and gambling. You know, all these things are very simple. These are actually compromising the 4 legs of dharma. Yeah, cleanliness, austerity. These things are considered to be very important for our life. So there's collective sin. And there is also individual sin. You know, collectively you may perform a sin in a group. Yeah, the whole group of people. It's like nowadays with the government circle. There's all kind of plans plotted to kill someone, to burn someone's house. It's intricate. They're all culprits. Yeah. So they get a collective sin. For that, obviously, there will be a reaction at some point. Krishna doesn't let us get away. So the only way we can purify ourselves is by performing bhakti regularly. There are 2 ways. One is Sankirtan, just like now we're congregating, we're chanting. You don't know, just by attending this program today, you have actually purified your soul so much that, for instance, if you're going to have it because of your karma in the future, yeah, and become handicapped, that sin will change to a little cut on your finger because you did some bhakti. Yeah? Krishna reduces that bad karma. So sometimes a bhakta, a devotee, can go through that experience as well. I can give you one practical experience. Yeah? Sorry to say, I was in Nairobi 45 years ago. I was serving Radha Bhakti. I was a young boy, 19, 20 years old. I'm 64 now, old man. So what's happening is our temple is in a neighborhood in Kenya with so many little houses. So a mice comes from the neighborhood. Our temple is very nice and clean, but somehow or other they come. Yeah. So they come all the way to the altar. I was getting frustrated, we keep everything clean, but why is this happening? Because from the neighborhood all these things come. We can't control the neighborhood. Very congested place. Yeah? So what's happening is that one day we decided to clear the kitchen and everything. And we found these two mice running, very small ones. We decided to catch them. They were running, and because they were running fast, we kicked. There was one askari and myself. We kicked them. They became very weak. And then we took them in the forest, we dropped them. They didn't die, but we took them away. So that same day, we traveled to Mombasa. I think Prabhuji is from Mombasa, right? Mombasa. We went to Mombasa. You know the Madhwani building? Yeah, Madhwani building used to be our old temple. Yeah, we used to have Rukmini Dwarkesh. 1982, I was there.
I was near of that temple.
Really? Was that you I saw? A tall man? Yeah. So anyway, we did a Sankirtan, and then one of our life member, he invited us to take a bath, and they had a pool as well. He told us to take a bath and everything, and there was a flume as well. We're young guys, 19-year-old, 6 devotees after Sankirtan. So what happened is on the flume, as I was going down, I came off, and head first, leg up. There was a concrete ground. Bang! I still have a scar here, 14 stitches on my head. The devotees were so shocked. Have you lost your memory? They were asking me questions and everything. No, I haven't lost my memory. Who drove the car? I said, you drove the car. Then they got worried because I drove the car. So they thought I lost the memory. And we went to the hospital. We stayed there till about 1 o'clock. And I felt very strong that day. I don't know why. Energy, Shakti, I felt very strong. And when they told me to stay in the hospital for 2-3 days, I said, no, I'm going to the temple at 1 o'clock in the morning after midnight. I'm fine, I'm absolutely fine. I have bandage and everything on my head. So we went to the temple.